Today is day 10 of the Maui local challenge.
And what are you making?
Blue corn tortillas.
And did you grow this corn?
Yep.
You grew that corn, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
That is some Hopi blue corn, and we're not Hopi, so it's probably not truly Hopi blue corn, but they developed this incredible seed. So thank you for this beautiful seed. And you're cutting butter into that, and we're gonna make our tortillas to go along with some poblano pepper, cilantro, what are those yellow things? The tomatoes and lime juice and salt and some pickled onions and some island Skyre, which is kind of similar to a sour cream, and we've got some avocados and more lime because yeah, we love the lime, and the marigold flowers, and we've got some chicken and we've got some venison, and yeah, it's gonna be yummy.
Yep, bye.
All right, everybody seems to be pretty happy with their breakfast here. Yummy. Hey, so I want to show you how to make coconut milk. This is something that I love having on hand in my fridge most of the time. You know, there's a lot of variability about how much you pay for a coconut, but basically it's about $2 per brown nut that's husked. Such a fair price. You do have to do some work, but you're getting a nut milk that doesn't have any preservatives or fillers to kind of bulk it and thicken it up. And you're also not throwing away that trash, right? The plastic coated containers, and you know, I've been there, I've done that as well, but we have beautiful coconuts here in Hawaii, and so getting in this practice of making your own coconut milk. So for those of you who've never done it before, I'm going to give you a few little pointers that I've learned, and if you have any more, please, you know, drop me a line, comment, or whatever to share, you know, along the way. So what I do to start is I find the eyes and the mouth of the nut, shake it to make sure, because if you don't hear any water in there, then it might be a sprouted coconut, and you can eat the sprouted part inside, but it's something different. And then I find the point, and so then I work the center line, like the equator, around with the back side of my machete, not the sharp side of my machete, but the back side. And so I follow that equator line, and I just start working it around. And you're gonna start to hear these subtle differences in the thickness of the shell. So you just keep doing this, and you'll get, there's the good one. Oh yeah, so that one crack already split a line in the coconut halfway around. So I'll just keep going at it, and then it started to pour out. So I've just kind of got this on ready to catch the water, and you can use, you know, any kind of water to make your coconut milk, but if you can use the water from the nut itself, it's just a great way of doing it. It tastes delicious, and coconut likes to be with coconut. So here I have, this is a beautiful nut. Look at that, beautiful, thick meat with lots of oils in it. Sometimes I'll leave it like this, and then sometimes I'll actually like even break it down into smaller pieces. It's just, the challenging part is to now get it out, because this is really pretty adhered in this perfect spherical shape to the walls, and you're trying to separate the walls from the shell. So you have to be careful, because this thing can slip, but you're just kind of working it. And you know, sometimes if you give a little bit in the opposite direction and wiggle from side to side, And I'm just finding that edge between the two and working from there. And this tool, I am telling you, is like invaluable, because you know, how many bent knives have all of us coconut openers have, you know, or coconut processors had. So don't ruin all your butter knives. Just invest in this tool. That's a couple of dollars, maybe around $11, something like that. If you're really getting into making cocoa milk, it is well worth the investment. So yeah, I just keep going around and keep doing that. And so this one I've popped out of the shell on the outside, and I just wanted to mention that, you know, as long as there's nothing hard, no hard shell on here, I actually leave the brown stuff on. I'm sure I'll like watch this when I'm 80, this video, and be like, now I'm like the coconut connoisseur and I would never leave this on. But for now, I'm like a busy mom and the homeschooling and the working and like, you know, just doing this is like, you know, important. And so, yeah, I usually just leave this on. And all right, so you're gonna wanna make sure that this is like a really, really chopped up, finely slurry. No chunks left at all. Turn the blender off and on, pulse it a couple times so that any heavier chunks fall down to the bottom, and then you can, you know, keep recirculating them until they are totally integrated in. And then next I will put this into my nut milk bag and squeeze out, massage out all of that beautiful cocoa milk. Okay, and then if you've watched some of my other videos on making wild fruit juice, I love the drawstring bag because I can tie it up to my cabinet knob here and be totally set with this. Then I can walk away, let gravity kind of work and pull out a lot of that liquid naturally. Or of course I could just start squeezing it right away, because I can't wait to get myself some fresh cocoa milk. Oh. When I'm done squeezing out all of the cocoa milk, I take this, and you can use this wet mash in cooking. I typically take mine though and put it on my dehydrator trays and dehydrate it. After it's done dehydrating it, I will powder it and grind it up again back in my blender. If you have a small amount, you can use like a coffee grinder. But I'll take that and give it another grind to make coconut flour. So you get your coconut milk and you get some coconut flour. So you just want to spread this out as thinly as possible so that it gets nice and dry.